Morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Qigong for Health and Wellness. My name is Susan Churchill. I'm very happy to be with you again today. Let's start our practice with some chimes and a minute for peace. So let's bring ourselves back into ourselves. We'll use our chimes. I'll probably be inside for a few days because the air quality has been worse, and I'm sure our people up north from us are really hampered. So let's send healing intentions or bring in everyone affected by wildfires. How about that? Including all the animals in the trees. Hi Pam, hi Joanne, hi Patricia. Good to see you again. All right, let's bring our hands in prayer position. In front of our chest, in front of our heart. Sink down into your feet. If you're sitting, if you can have your feet on the floor, that's great, or against something. If you're lying down, you put a pillow back there or your footboard. And just let yourself be okay. Let's let ourselves be okay in this moment. Breathe in and out whatever feels right for you right now, and see if you can breathe in peace, breathing in yellow light, and let it fill your skin, and the next layer, and the next layer, and the next layer, all the way to the center of your body. And as it does so, you may notice some little flutters, and that is the peace helping to release anxiety and any extra energy you no longer need, transforming it back into unconditional love. And then those fluttering of leaves of wings of butterflies or leaves flying out of your body to the ends of the universe. Feel yourself connected to the universe, to the heavens, and to the earth. And you are so protected. You are so nourished with this vibration of peace. And you might already see or feel a beautiful sun above your head in the center of the universe, just pouring down love and healing and fun ideas for the day, for the summer. As we focus on peace, breathing in and out slowly, deeply, and gently. I encourage you to notice movement of energy in your body or feelings or any movement of the body itself. Or if you see light or smell smells like roses, whatever it might be. And we'll slowly release our hands and start bouncing from the knees. Good morning, June. Good morning, Christine. Hi, Dorothy. So we're bouncing from the knees. And first let your shoulders just fall down so you're not holding them at all. And then as if a little breeze comes up, your elbows just come out. Or you've got strings on the end. Hi, Faye. And then the wind or the breeze, or however you want to think about it, gently separates your fingers. And let that vibration that you're creating with your knees open up what's called the bubbling springs, your connection to the earth through the bottom of your feet, and feel as if they're not tiny, tiny little holes, but big holes, so the universe or the earth's energy could just come up and flow into you. And also you can release what you no longer need down into the earth, and see and feel peacefulness coming up through your body and your spine and all your organs. Awaken everybody up as you're bouncing, and through your neck and your jaw. Maybe you've got some tension there. Let's open that up, and all the way through your senses and the top of your head. And it's like you're a little seed that just opened up, and it's opening its first two leaves, and you release that out, and you start to feel the warmth of the sun, however it comes down to you. And that's coming in as peace as well, and going through you, releasing what you no longer need, transforming it and releasing. And breathe, and start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, and let your out breath go as long as possible. So we're going to continue with the releasing idea today. Yesterday we were concentrating a little bit more on breathing in slowly, deeply, gently, and releasing out slowly, gently, fully, and letting that out breath go 2 or 3 times or even more, as long as your in breath. And then allowing yourself to trust your body to breathe in for you again. So let's do a couple of those. Hi, Martha. And when you do that, you might notice you breathing out a little more, even though it doesn't even feel like there's anything going out. And then your in-breath starts really small and comes up very gently. That's my experience. So you see what your experience is. Let's take our hands over our heads. We'll continue bouncing. And we'll let our hands come over our heads. Breathe in through the nose. Again, breathe out through the mouth. Try to have your tongue touch the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. And maybe scoot your chin in a little bit. Let's get our posture as stacked up perfectly as we can, without stressing, because we're letting go. We're letting go of what we no longer need. So if we stress ourselves in trying to get it right, then that's going to kind of defeat the purpose. And we all have a perfectionism in there somewhere, right? I'm working on that myself, where you feel like, oh, I'm not quite ready yet, I'm not doing it good enough, whatever. We're going to let go of all of that. We're going to allow ourselves to heal in this moment. Let's take our hands down to our sides and go side to side. And if you want to explore that with me, let me know. And let your jaw soften. Is your jaw still feeling a little tight? Let's soften it while we bounce side to side. And we'll unwind ourselves. Hang out here for a moment or two. Breathe. Excellent. So let's do our shoulder shrugs. We're going to lift the shoulders up to the ears. Head goes back. Hi, Maria, if I didn't say hi yet. Tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. We've lifted the shoulders, but we're not stressing them, okay? And then we're going to release them gently down. So it's just like they move up, and then the head comes up, and then we feel something. So you might feel it, you might not, doesn't matter. But we kind of cut off the spinal fluid. So when we do this, then it comes up, it gives a nice little whoosh, a little whale spout. And then pull your shoulders down as if a magnet just turned on just for your shoulders and release. Also check your knees. Now make sure they're a little bit bent. We don't want them locked. We want them bent. Now if you want to get more chi, more energy for the day, bend your knees a little bit more. Let's do 2 more shoulder shrugs. So lift the shoulders, head goes back, scrunching back a little bit like you're trying to glue your head directly onto your shoulders. Holding for about 9 seconds. Continue to breathe. I know this is a lot I'm telling you, so no worries. What you get today is exactly what you need. Release the shoulders down, head comes up, a big whoosh of chi and spinal fluid. Now when we bring the chi up too, we're not just doing the physical part, but we're clearing the energy around our head. So maybe those dreams you had, or the things you've been worrying about. So we're gonna let them go for now. You can pick them up later if you really want to. Okay, that's good for that today. And let's tap our cheekbones, the elbows a little bit away from the body. So if you're crunching down, that's telling you something too. That's telling you, oh, I'm still a little tight. I'm trying to do it right. So we're gonna release, and we're just gonna tap the cheekbones. And you can send in beautiful yellow light. See, this is your magic time. So like, okay, I'm gonna send a beautiful yellow light. I feel it going down inside my body, down the front of my legs, into the earth. And guess what? It's creating little yellow daisies or flowers throughout my whole yard. And I'm not gonna be surprised when I go outside and I see a yellow flower I didn't even plant. Haha, how about that? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Why not? Why not? Tap the beginning of the eyebrows. This is for the back channel. Send beautiful dark blue light in. You might start to notice, or you let yourself realize that this channel runs down your back. So we're opening up the spine. Maybe you could breathe a little better. And then down the backs of the legs and into the ground. And why not? Send that energy in how about cleanse the water, since it's dark blue? Just put those intentions out, that we're just intending positive things all day, and it makes you feel better. And guess what? It raises the vibration of all of us. It raises the vibration of what's around you. So it's just going to be this beautiful spiral up, up, up. And so awesome. Okay. So that was the tapping. Okay, we're going to cup the top of our head and cup downward. So I'm leaning forward a little bit. Let me go this way. And that's so you don't, if you go right here, you're going to really be sending the energy down a little bit too fast. So we want to bend forward a little bit. However, if you are constipated, you could be sitting and you can just be normal. I don't think that's a good question, actually. Maybe a teeny bit forward. I need to check on that. If anybody knows that for sure, if we're supposed to, be pretty much straight, or if we're supposed to tip forward when we're doing that, I could pull out the book, but it's upstairs right now. So that's a good thing to check. Okay, and then cup the base of your head, and you can hold your forehead while you do this, and send vibration into your brain. So you'll want to feel it in your other hand, in the hand here. And then you know you're doing it firmly enough. Come down to your C7, that's it. Bump at the base of the neck, probably already in pretty good shape from your shoulder shrugs. And remember to check that during the day, because if it's going like this, stressed out. If it's nice and supple, and maybe looking more like a hill instead of a peak, then, and you can feel that too. So notice that. This is how we learn how to pay attention to what's going on in our body, so it can it's giving us signals, right? Our body's always giving us signals, and we're not always listening to it. I mean, seriously, okay, I never listen to my body hardly unless it was bothering me. So, when I found Qigong, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, oh, hi heart, hi intestines, it's totally different. So, give yourself patience and time and grace as you move through this because this is a practice, okay? We're not a perfect, this is a practice. Cup your kidneys, rub with the backs of your hands and your palms. This one always feels good. So if you need to, or if you want to, just do it longer. And you can circle your hands, or you can go up and down, you can circle the other way. And then tap your tailbone. Remember, we've been learning how this is so important to open up the communication from the bottom of the body all the way up the spine to your head and back. We need that brain connected to the rest of our body. And isn't it amazing? You can just tap your tailbone and that helps. This one, we tap the hip point, so if your arms are hanging down, bring them up and go back a little. You'll feel a little indentation. That's where you want to go. And that's sending the vibrations into the hips, which actually helps all of your joints. We're going to come down to the knees. We're going to cup the tops of the knees and reach around to the backs and cup the backs of the knees. And then take both your hands around your left knee and then around your right knee. And come up on the toes and down on the heels. And take a breath in and feel earth energy coming up through that bubbling springs at the bottom of the feet. And you don't have to know everything. You just allow it. Allow it to happen. Allow yourself to be connected to the universe, to the sun, to everything. And we'll get into beginning of the universe position, our feet shoulder hip distance apart. Bend your knees, elbows out. Stretch your fingers and toes. And know that when we're doing this, we're stimulating 12 meridians in the body. So give a good stretch, which is also really good if you have arthritis, and then release, but not all the way, almost all the way. So maybe you can feel like you have little energy balls in your fingers or underneath all the toes there. like one of those things that separate your toes when you're getting your nails done. And soften the shoulders, and sink into the knees a little bit. Tuck your chin in. Put a smile on your face. Touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Know that smile means start my internal love engine and let yourself go. Let the mind come down. Close your eyes. Let the mind come down in a little hammock or a hot air balloon, and its job is just to notice what's going on inside you. Internal practice here. And maybe you notice little flames or little lights. Maybe there's that light of your vitality in the lower dantian and you see it. It's very gentle. And you know it's strong, that's your vitality. And then the middle one, maybe it's a brighter light in the heart center. And Master Lin was saying there are dantians, that's called a dantian, it's like a farm for your chi to cultivate all over. And if you've got something going on, if you have a pain in your knee or something happening in your intestines or whatever, you can with your mind say, oh, where's the dantian there? And send it the chi, send it the energy to help you to heal faster and more completely. And notice your posture, notice your, with balance on your feet, and notice if you're going to one way or another, and invite balance. And notice the life force that's going through you, that part, and invite balance. And then smile again, naturally comes out. Then we use the password Master Lynn gave us. I am in the universe. You can say, yeah, I get that. The universe is in my body. And actually, we are made from the same stuff at the beginning of the universe. So, yeah, that's where it is. It's in our body. The universe and I combine together. Now, that's a little leap of trust, of faith, isn't it? Let's do that together. Together. It's so easy with Master Lynn guidance and all of our guides, our masters, our families, our creator. And then we put in our intentions for the day. So powerful. And we've been learning through these 14-day segments that we've been doing that intentions are happening throughout the day. We're not always choosing them, but if we choose them with awareness, so we're putting in, hey, we want to enjoy summer. That's our intention. Enjoy the heart of summer. And if you think, oh, well, that's not as lofty of an intention as you want, that's okay. You can put all your intentions in there. And we can invite the people and the situations like the fires and stuff. We can invite all of that to practice with us. So today we're going to go back to Master Lynn's second movement from the 5-element practice, which is for the heart system, and that's the fire element. Fire is fire element. And wait a second, we might not be doing that. No, I'm sorry. We are going to the kidney system, which is the opposite of the fire. Fire, kidney is water. So we're going to do the one for the water system because that helps to balance. And as we're doing it, I would like you to allow yourself to have things come up that you can let go of. Things that come up that you can bring forgiveness to. Forgive yourself. That is a really, really, really big one. Okay, so this movement, we take our hands in front in prayer position. It's really easy. And then you just breathe in. And as you breathe in, you do a little bow. Now you can do a little bow, you can do a big bow. Make sure you are hinging at your hinge point, so the hips. If you do it here at the waist, that can cause stress to your body. So do it where your body naturally hinges. And as you come down, allow yourself to be so grateful for whatever comes to mind. I'm so grateful for this healing experience I'm experiencing today. And you come back up as you breathe out. Excuse me. I am grateful for that. When you cough and sneeze and all that kind of stuff, burp or whatever, yawn, that's energy that is releasing. So that's what we're going to do. And you go ahead and breathe in, hinge forward, allow yourself to be as grateful as possible for whatever comes to mind. When you're ready, breathe out and come back up. So that's the whole movement. We're going to do this for another 4 minutes. And I'm going to explain a little bit about the water element. That is the kidney system. So you know we are mostly water. So we've got our brain included, our bladder, of course, and kidneys, but also the reproductive organs. And guess what else? Our bones and bone marrow. I mean, so many parts of us because we are mostly water. And it is closely, we talked about this too, connected to our vitality. That's that lower dantian deep behind the navel. So there's a lot to work with. You can work with the color dark blue, and of course gratitude. So I'm going to allow you to explore how that feels in your body and how you can use gratitude in the color blue, the season of winter, to maybe rebalance fire within you, like hatred, judgment, rigidity. And if something comes up that you can forgive, then just allow yourself to be open to forgiveness. And you can even go to your middle dantian and see it open, like there's a beautiful flame or a sun, and it's over a gorgeous lotus flower, which is opening more and more because your heart is opening to the wonderfulness that you are and the wonderfulness of life itself. And let's just be so grateful in this moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you want to add one more layer, you can add a sound. You can chant chewy out loud. Start out loud, but not loud. And then it can just almost be a whisper where only you inside can hear it. Chewy. And notice if that sound is resonating in your kidneys, in your brain. Where is it? Chewy. One more breath. Chewy. Now, if this, you're enjoying it so much, you continue as long as you want, and then just remember to harvest at the end, okay? Meanwhile, if you're ready to stop, we'll bring our hands together. Gather all the chi we cultivated, all that gratitude, the peace, anything else that you cultivated as a ball of light in the lower dantian. Will massage our abdomen. As behind that we see this ball of light spinning, spinning, spinning faster and faster, getting smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter and even smaller and even brighter. Your eyes are squinching even when they're closed because you see how bright that is. And it turns into a tiny little energy pill. You tuck deep behind the navel. I've got a beautiful wave in mind today. And then we'll rub our hands together. And we'll feel maybe cooled off in anything that was hot. What about that? Rub your face. Or you can tap your head. You can put your fingers through your hair. Cup the base of your head again. And come down to the come back up to the ears. And pull down on the earlobes. Awesome. I'm going to do a little more if you want to hang out with me. Just going to come down the body. And breathe. And you can still have your eye, you can close your eyes again if you want. And think of water and fire and them in balance. And anything else that comes to mind today, throughout the day, that comes up that you can say, bring forgiveness to, okay? That you can bring forgiveness to. Allow yourself to do it. Allow yourself to forgive anything and everything, even though it may be justified to hold it. Many times it is justified. But guess what? It's just hurting ourselves and keeping our chi from flowing, and that's what we want. We want that chi to flow through. We get it, we use it, and when we no longer need releases, and we get it, and we use it, and we no longer need releases. I mean, how beautiful is that? Take 10,000 hand breath in, so our hands are coming up over our head. We know there's 10,000 more that are sticking out, and the universe is just pouring down gifts. And when you're ready, you bring your hands in prayer position. Tap them on your head to accept the gifts. Bring them down into your chi field, into your form. Pledge to give as much as you get as we say thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.